Paten la cuenta. Sí, ya, envíame parte, yo estoy aquí. Ya va. Tenéis los verdecitos a la izquierda, a la derecha. Papi, la bestia. La bestia, la bestia. Me van a estar tocando a mí. Sí. Sí, sí. Ya, ya.
Pressure keeps stacking, but the heartbeat stays colder than storms collide. Ground starts shifting, yet the stand stays locked where the strong reside. Noise keep rising, but the focus cuts clean through the fraying tide. Voices swing wild, yet the mind stays steady with nothing to hide. Momentum grips harder when the world throws weight on the uphill side. Every short echo breaks down fast when conviction is amplified. Steps turn hotter as the fire grows deep in the bones inside. Nothing that moves can shake this path or divert the stride. No wave is strong enough to drag me low. No shove is loud enough to break my flow. Every hit fades out when the stance holds tight. No fold, no slip, no losing sight. Nothing can shake me when the beat erupts. Every pulse stands firm as the pressure jumps. No force rewrites what the will constructs. I keep my pace when the whole world bucks. Shadows lean closer, but the rhythm stays sharper than doubt can bend. Footsteps echo through the cracks that tremble but never extend. Every loud warning swings wide early and misses the true intent. Heat rolls stronger as the dry pushes past what the nights invent. Ground keeps booming while the focus climbs through the descending blend. Breath rise perfect on the cadence, carrying weight to the very end. Wall shifting word, but the movement breaks through every twist and bend. Nothing that it can claim control of the power I defend. No doubt is deep enough to slow my stride. No glare is sharp enough to cut my pride. Every barrier falls when the drums ignite. No bad step, no drop, no losing fight. Nothing can shake me when the lights go out. Every beat locks in with a force compile. No fear rewinds what the fire compile. I break straight through with a steady style. Storm winds gather, but the stand stays rooted through every blast. Rhythm grows darker, yet the flame inside never burns out fast. Voices shout louder, but the focus stays stronger than pressure cast. Ground trembles heavy, yet the cadence holds firm and unsurpassed. Momentum keeps rising through the patterns and night recast. He spreads outward as the drive outruns everything amassed. Every new second turns weight into power that's overpassed. None of the no push is hard enough to tilt this frame. No thread is sharp enough to claim my aim. Every limit breaks when the tempo flame. No stall, no shift, no doubt remains. Nothing can shake me when
Ahora le pone mala onda a David.
every hit rolls back when the rhythm flies. No pull drags down where the power lies. I hold this path till the whole world tries.
Porque igualito, los char los tenemos. Los char los tenemos explotados igual.
Footsteps strike harder as the lights turn narrow along the rise. Pressure falls inward, but the push breaks clean through the thin disguise. Every old warning goes off quick once the baseline amplifies. Rhythm carves tunnels where the doubt falls short of its own size. Momentum grips heavy as the drive expands past the border ties. Heat builds stronger from the will that never compromise. Ground shakes steady in the past, the night itself can't revise. No force alive pulls back the root, this motion tough enough to hold me still. No weight is strong enough to choke my will. Every closed gate falls when the beat aligns. No halt, no pause, no turning sign. I cut through the line when the rhythm breaks. Every hit makes room as the pressure shakes. No wall stands tall when the driver wakes. I force my path through the world it makes. Shadows slide sideways, but the strike keeps tearing through every frame. Steps burn deeper as the fire runs hotter inside the flame. Ground roars louder when ambition calls out the next domain. Noise turns distant when the focus outruns the whole terrain. Every tight corner gets split open by the speed I sustain. Weight climbs higher, but the
Mira lo que dice ahí, ve. Rantigüe rampaje. Y voy llegando.
Me back. Every block dissolves when the drums combine. No slip, no drag, no losing line. I cut through the line when the floor expands. Every beat clears space that the world demands. No doubt cuts deep when the will withstands. I break straight through with my own two hands.
La borraron. Se fue. Ya esto tiraron City. Tiraron City.
Voices fall silent once the rhythm outlasts the old defense. Heat moves forward through the cracks, the pressure never mends. Every rough moment becomes fuel, the next step extends. Breath locks perfect with the beat.
Cambié, asista.
Stronger than the weight the world pretends. Nothing stops pathways that my power recommends. No wall is thick enough to block this drive. No thread is harsh enough to cut my stride. Every barrier breaks when the tempo thrives. No backing off, no compromise. I cut through the line when the beat resets. Every step hits sharp like a battle net. No force stands firm when the course is set. I move this path with no regret. Cadence snaps quicker than the shadows, racing to keep their track. Ground keeps shaking from the pressure building behind my back. Every warning falls too slow when the speed refuses slack. Rhythm I runs echoes, chasing the lines they can't unpack. Heat sweeps upward while the footsteps carve down a constant attack. Boundaries break open from the impact, none of them can crack. Every new moment fires the spark the night cannot hijack. Nothing alive can pace with the surge this engine brings back. No one moves fast enough to match this beat. No voice calls loud enough to.
Y aquí hay un OL, a ver, ya lo agarretaron, así está. Ya se murió. Ay.
Higher with the pulse that pushes past every block. Shadows reach outward, but the motion breaks through the aftershock. Every stray whisper gets drowned out once the snare line's locked. Friction burns deeper when the cadence slams like a ticking clock. Momentum blows through the streets, the night can't stop. He stacks tightly in the beast that drag no weight in their walk. Pressure turns hollow as the climb outruns the barriers talk. Nothing can pace with the drive that won't ever stop. No sprint is quick enough to share this lane. No dare is sharp enough to shift my aim. Every chase runs flat when the tempo bites. No break, no fade, no losing height. Nobody outruns me when the lamps go low. Every line cuts.
La Winnie a mí me gusta mucho, marico.
No rival stands close when the fast winds blow. I move ahead where they can't go. Rhythm snaps harder as the boost is deeper than dusk expects. Faint trails vanish when the speed erases their failed effects.
Esa no es. Ah, no, esa no es la SAI. Había una SAI que nos iban a tirar una party de polero. Y ellos iban a hacer este DPS con una party de Holler. No path is wide enough to run beside. Every race stops cold when the tempo lights. No stall, no slow, no losing rights. Nobody outruns me when the beat lives high. Every outruns me when the beat lives high. Every hit tears through like a battle cry. No step keeps up when the path goes dry. I move so fast. Hoy son las únicas dos joyas que nos tocan en la semana.
Uy.
Pressure hits early, but the pulse runs hotter than steel in a building blaze. Footsteps slam heavy as the ground keeps bending to the weight that I raise. Walls push inward, but momentum slices straight through the narrowest maze. Voices fade quickly when the bass line enters and everything shakes. Storm level rhythm keeps peeling the dust from the floor as the night vibrates. Boundary lines crumble when the movement grows past everything it hates. Every new second turns into fuel for the climb that ambition creates. Nothing on earth can slow down the force that this fire activates. No chain is strong enough to slow this run. No shadow wide enough to block this sun. Every warning fades when the beat hits strong. No break, no stall, no dragging along. Nobody stops me when the rhythm fires. Every step bursts out like lightning wires. No wall stands firm when the pace climbs higher. I push straight through with a burning desire. Motion keeps rising as the kick hits quicker than doubts can react. Baseline punches like a force down, him I'm refusing to retract. Crowd noise trembles when the footsteps chase down the exact impact. He spills upward from friction, burning the air as the beat stays intact. Momentum cars highways where hesitation never makes contact. Breathe sings tightly with a speed too sharp or fear to distract. Ground keeps booming to a cadence, leading the world's next soundtrack. Every new push stacks weight on a wheel that refuses to crack. No lock is tough enough to bar this way. No fear, sharp enough to force delay. Every limit drops when the drums collide. No pause, no slip, no stepping aside. Nobody stops me when the lights turn red. Every pulse jumps hard like a war drum spread. No force pulls back what the drive has led. I cut straight through where the brave ones tread. Ground starts shaking from the surge exploding beneath both feet.
Lo tenía al lado ese. Y más adelante tenía Ángel y Altar Vader. Al ladito está Ángel. Creo que se murieron los BP ya.
Momentum charges like a loaded storm with no way to compete. Nothing alive is the strength to contend with this heat. No voice is loud enough to drown this stride. No hand firm enough to pull me aside. Every barrier falls when the tempo spikes. No halt, no drag, no second strike. Nobody stops me when the pace breaks loose. Every hit shakes deep like a steel head bruise. No threat stands tall when the drop breaks through. I keep this run till the whole world moves. I step in clean with a tight cup flow, pushing my pulse where the baselines go. I move on beat like a shadow throw, cover my pace through the underglow. I keep that swing in a steel set stance, bending no room with a frontline dance. I run my lane with a warlike chance, like my breath in a burst advance. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back. I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. Ice, 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 ice. I step in the flame when the rhythm hits. Every bar runs deep like a power split. No holding off when the ground goes lit. I ride that groove till the whole room fits. I shift my weight with a sharp set slide, bending my force through the city wide. I just that beat with a hardcore stride, letting my form hit a blazing tide. I lock my eyes on the next beat drop, pushing my breath through a pressure hop. I take that hit with a non-stop chop, driving my stance to the mountaintop. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back. I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. I step in the flame when the bass gets loud. Every hit shakes deep like a battleborn crowd. No losing step when the stakes get proud. I ride that pulse till the night bows down. Antidote fam when I stay online with a war set groove, cutting my frame through the midnight move. I grip that beat with a stormborn proof, burning my mark in the back room roof. I drop my breath through a tight knit curve, rolling my weight in a frontline swerve. I break that calm with a heat reserve, pushing my will through a heavy serve. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back. I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice.
I step in the flame when the kick locks in. Every tone hit sharp with a war drum spin. No stepping soft when the nights begin. I move that beat to the whole world bend.
Baseline rips open as the lights flash quick and the ground starts shaking in waves. Footsteps cut deeper with a war cut stride, pushing heat through the narrowest caves. Pressure folds sideways, but the rhythm breaks through every wall that the night engraves. Motion climbs higher as the airflow splits and the whole crowd watches amazed. Snare snaps harder when the pulse gets tight and the fasted energy rays. Beat sinks perfect with the rapid drum kicks to the heavy low and bass. But most of it's harder than the citywide noise that the echo never saves. Nothing outruns this surge in the dark when the forward force behaves. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Make the shake, make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every walk will
Le picó el jopo, papá.
Steps in and the pressure doubles its weight. Heat rolls upward when the baseline bends and the echoes reverberate. Crowd jumps higher as the synths explode and the drums recalibrate.
Pégame.
Outside to the dark can't compensate. Rhythm strikes early with a lightning pulse to the shadows can't translate. Footsteps land sharper on the concrete floors, a barrier separate.
Ya.
Second turns the slowest down and the fuel accelerate. Nothing alive outpaces the force when the night can't correlate. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane.
Sí. Yo le escribí el GM de mierda ese, pero no me contesta. Yo le dije, hermano, ¿cómo que el POW eso no sirve para ni mierda, Mari? Y no me responde, Mari. No, y le dije a Nico que le dijera, y ahora peor, porque ahora tengo doble argumento y ese no, eso no hace nada.
Bass cracks open like a breaking storm as the heavy low and glows. Drums kick harder with a fast-paced fire that the whole night undertow. Press stay steady while the synth line bends and the shapes the speaker throws. Footsteps chase forward through the shaking floor where the final drop unfolds. Momentum surges through the rising smoke till the last restraint explodes. Nothing on earth outruns this speed when the EDM trap mode flows. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Into my vein. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. When the drop gets loud, every walk will break. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. I don't back down when the round clock breaks. Baseline spirals through the floor so fast that the walls can barely grab. Motion explodes like a frontline blast cut in space with its aftermath. Lights draw low and spike again as the rhythm redraws its path. Red large tight with a charge up pace matching every heavy crab. Steps it harder through the darkness zone with a sense split like a shaft. He crushes forward with a snare lit flare that the shadows can't outlast. Nothing derails this rise and run when the tempo moves that fast. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits, let a war on rise through the noise, burn through the noise. I rise so fast, every walk destroys. Speed builds sharply when the hi-hats roll like sparks across the steel. Bass shakes downward through the midnight air where the pressure turns surreal. Footsteps chase echoes with a razor glide, no barrier can't conceal. Rhythm unfolds like a storm come map that the dark can't repel.
Vampiro Loco tiene CL, está atrás del Orfen.
No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire
shifts in the overdrive control. Light spin wildly through the fog like air is a baseline. Claims a roll. He cause deeper water sends push forward with a wide form man. Console. Motion keeps filling every inch of space, nothing left to patrol. Drum strike louder with a lightning pulse to the floor can't swallow. Footsteps rush faster through the booming zone where the idiot and waste patrol. Every last second boys fuel on speed until nothing feels dull. Nothing on earth outruns this dry when the final drops unroll. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside.
Core.
Burn through the nose. Every drop hits hard. We don't walk on boys. Burn through the noise. Burn through the noise.
Sí, pero lo que... papi, Celestine es el creador de prácticamente todos los datapacks de que tiene el L2. Todas las interfaces las ha hecho él. Celestine es una bestia, a mí. Sí, lo que pasa es que Celestine tiene, o sea, él presta ese servicio ya. Él hace, porque yo tengo, él es copropietario de Master Chief. Y él ahí se promociona, dice, o sea, que este es el plan de soporte y huevonada, ¿me entiendes? Lights spin circles through the thick bass hair as the rhythm shakes the ground. Every dull moment fades back fast when our energy comes around. Motion fires off like a roaring spark, tearing gravity unbound. Voices erupt when the synths swing wide and the low end drills down. Steps kick harder than a midnight rush that the whole club can't slow down. Momentum rises in a chain reaction, no silence can drown. Nothing competes with this level of hype when our crew holds the crown. No slow move now, no holding the line. This beat hits hard like a spark in the spine. We run this party, we run this party. Drop it loud. Piqué. We run this party, we run this party. Nobody moves like the way we get. Ya piquearon ellos. When the next drop falls and the ceiling starts to glow, heat floods deeper through the neon haze as the fast hit rhythms grow. Every new second turns brighter still while the wildest pulses flow. Crowd jumps high with a chain reaction that the whole room starts to show. Tempo cut sharper in this swelling air that the heartbeat can't outrun. Lights spark faster with a storm feel flash till the night feels overdone. Drums hit louder and the energy peaks like 1,000 rising suns. Nothing stops this takeover run when the party's off to run. No slow move now, no holding the line. This beat hits hard like a spark in the spine. Run this party. Run this party. Run this party. We run this party. Run this party. Run this party. Run this party. We run this party. We run this party. Drop hits loud and the whole crowd starts singing. We run this party. We run this party. Ya lo borré. Ya solamente quiero...
Back when the hands grip tight and the sweat starts rolling out. Every breath hits sharp like a furnace, spark pulling power through the drought. Ground keeps booming with the fast cut pace, shaking fear until it's out. Rhythm snaps upward as the tension breaks with a heavyweight kind of shout. Footsteps hammer through the reps on beat, locking every doubt in a route. Heat climbs deeper than the slow build pain at the time mind talks. Walks about, motion runs wild till the inner voice quits and the real grit steps out. Nothing can stop this surge inside when the drop feels every round. No pause allowed when the goal hits near.
heartbeat pounds like a drum line set on fire. Muscles stretch wide under heat and strain as the load keeps climbing higher. Every excuse melts under pressure when the will reshape desire. Breath meets rhythm in a rapid drive. No weakness can acquire. Floor shakes heavy with a raw cut force that the midnight reps require. Shadows slip by the hardened edge when the push cuts through the mire.
¿Quién tenía a Evan Stone? Falta Evan Stone. Pásele a Eva Stone a Valaquia. He spreads deeper through the rib cage line as the entire set is passed. Breath hits steady with a storm-fed push till the weaker ties are cast. Every rep builds armor thick enough for the hardest days to last. Drums hit deeper when the in-between noise fades out in contrast. Strength grows sharper as excuses fall like shadows overcast. My mom stays wild in the rapid burn of a force built to outlast. Nothing remains but rise and push when the final die is cast. Dile bobito. Dile bobito.
Lights hit harder when the reps kick in and the blood start boiling high. Every slow breath gets wiped away when the heavy sets amplify. Rhythm grabs tight through the pulse and frame where the grit won't let you lie. Ground shakes sharply as the weight line bends and excuses start to die. Strength pulls you in front of pressure zone when a weak.
Creo que bajé ahí porque aquí arriba no hacemos nada.
Drums cut through like a war drum call, pulling power from supply. Let that survives in the path of will when the fire intensifies. No mercy shown for the weaker choice. Stand tall and rise when you hear that voice. No mercy for weakness. No mercy for weakness. The beat hits hard till excuses leave us. No mercy for weakness. Push through the pain till the strong see. Steps catch rhythm with a hammer strike as the body pushes through heat.
Jordi.
Falls out quick when the tough rounds start to repeat. Ground sends tremors through the iron frame where ambition and struggle meet. Light spins sideways as the tempo spikes.
Aquí, no, aquí hay un BP, mi tarje. Listo.
Nothing outlasts this hard and fire when the drive refuses defeat. No mercy shown for the weaker choice. Stand tall and rise when you hear that voice. No mercy for weakness. No mercy for weakness. The beat hits hard till excuses leave us. No mercy for weakness. Push through the pain till the strong increases.
Agarre tarje, mi rey. No se te vayan.
Iron swings up with a battle sound as the focus sharpens tight. Every last sound to the lingering fear collapses out of sight. Motion grows wild in the final burst of a long relentless fight. Ground I'm steady with a war-born beat as the muscle reunite. Breathe those steady in the blazing need of the rising inner light. Strength floods deeper through the breaking point that turns dark weight to might. Trumpets blow loud when the drop resets in the pure kinetic.
Vienen los amarillitos.
Run tonight when the will takes full bite. No mercy shown for the weaker choice. Stand tall and rise when you hear that voice. No mercy for weakness. No mercy for weakness. The beat hits hard till excuses leave us. No mercy for weakness. Push through the pain till the strong increases.
Y si salimos aquí, hermano. Sí, sí.
Dark winds gather when the footsteps rise and the ground starts cracking wide. Heat builds heavy in the chest like fire that refuses to subside. Shadows lean closer but the rage inside keeps burning like a tide. Voices from past nights echo loud till the pulse can't be denied. Rhythm cuts deep with a war drum pace, pulling vengeance.
Mandingo no tiene noble.
Breath hits sharper when the ice cold focus begins to override. Motion grows faster as the memories hit and the boundary divide. Nothing holds back this storm built force when revenge decides. No fear in place when the scars still sting. I move straight through with a tide and swing. Anything for payback, anything for payback. I rise through the fire just to take that payback. Anything for payback, anything for payback. The beat is loud to the whole night flashback. Steps run quicker when the race snaps through like a fuse that breaks his line. Ground shakes harder when the heavy drums roll vengeance down the spine. He spills upward from the pressure points where betrayal used to shine. Rhythm grows sharper as the flashbacks hit in a jagged crooked design. I stay locked on the distant marks where the past crossed every sign.
No, estáis vos solo, por eso tenéis que...
Nothing extinguishes this slow the fire fueled by every decline. Nothing can stop this path tonight when the aim is mine. No fear in place when the
no, si va a jugar los súbditos que se cambie él. Que se cambie el DVP y vos seguís así.
anything for payback, anything for payback. I rise through the fire just to take that payback. Anything for payback, anything for payback. The beat is loud to the whole night flashback. Lights bend back when the drive turns cold and resolve turns razor keen. He drags upward through the broken walls where the old wounds still convene. Shadows fall silent as a new pace hits with a vengeance unforeseen.
Anda pegando, Dave, anda pegando para activarme el chance.
Ground pounds harder as a low and rips through the space between. Rhythm keeps pushing with a storm fed core, nothing can quarantine. Every last moment turns into fuel for the reckoning routine. Nothing rivals this fire tonight when revenge runs clean. No fear in place when the scars still sting. I move straight through with a tide and swing. Anything for payback, anything for payback. I rise through the fire just to take that payback. Anything for payback.
Ahora sí, tienen un maguito que nos los preste mientras tanto.
Loud till the whole night flashback. Pressure keeps stacking, but the heartbeat stay colder than storms collide. Ground starts shifting, yet the stand stay locked where the strong reside. Noise keeps rising, but the focus cuts clean through the fray and tide. Voices swing wild, yet the mind stays steady with nothing to hide. Moment of grips harder when the world throws weight on the uphill side. Every short echo breaks down fast when conviction is amplified. Steps turn harder as the fire grows deep in the bones inside. Nothing that moves can shake this path to divert the stride. No wave is strong enough to drag me low. No shove is loud enough to break my flow. Every hit fades out when the stage holds tight. No fold, no slip, no lose in sight. Nothing can shake me when the beat.
No te sirve ahí un AOE, ahí, ¿dónde está ahí?
Every pole stands firm as the pressure jumps. No force rewrites what the will constructs. I keep my pace when the whole world buzzes. Shadows lean closer, but the rhythm stays sharper than doubt can bend. Footsteps echo through the cracks that tremble but never extend. Every loud warning swings wide early and misses its true intent. He grows stronger as the drive pushes past what the nights invent. Ground keeps booming while the focus climbs to the dissonant blend. Breathe rise perfect on the cadence, carrying weight to the very end. While shifting inward, but the movement breaks through every twist and bend. Nothing that hits can claim control of the power I defend. No doubt is deep enough to slow my stride. No glare is sharp enough to cut my pride. Every barrier falls when the drugs ignite. No back step, no drop, no losing fight. Nothing can shake me when the lights go wild. Every beat locks in with a force compile. No fear rewinds with the fire compile. I break straight through with a steady style.
Storm winds gather, but the stand stays rooted through every blast. Rhythm grows
Se
darker,
levantó
yet the
este.
flame inside never burns out fast. Voices shout louder, but the focus stays stronger than pressure casts. Ground trembles heavy, yet the cadence holds firm and unsurpassed. Memory keeps rising through the patterns the night recast. He spreads outward as the drive outruns everything I masked. Every new second turns weight in the power that's overpassed. Nothing alive shakes down the force this core has amassed.
No push is hard enough to tilt this frame. No thread is sharp enough to claim my aim. Every limit breaks on the 10. Both flames, no stars, no shift, no doubt. Remain. Nothing can shake me when the pace unties. Every hit rolls back when the rhythm flies. No pull drags down where the power lies. I hold this path till the whole world tries. Nothing can shake me when the beat.
Kids tell it with a high voltage snap as the room gets torn in half. Baselines popping through the floor so fast that the walls can barely grab. Motion explodes like a frontline blast, cutting space with its aftermath. Lights drop low and spike again as the rhythm redraws its path. Red locks tight with a charged up pace, matching every heavy craft. Steps hit harder through the dark lit zone where the sin split like a shaft. He crashes forward with a snare lit flare that the shadows can't outlast. Nothing derails this rise and run when the tempo moves that fast. No break in the line when the drums collide. Burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise, I rise so fast every wall destroys. Burn through the noise, every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise, I rise so fast every wall destroys. Sharply when the hi-hats roll like sparks across the steel. Bass shakes down through the midnight air where the pressure turns surreal. Footsteps chase echoes with a razor glide, no barrier can conceal. Rhythm unfolds like a storm-cut map that the dark can repeal. He forms patterns from the friction lines that the fast hit steps reveal. Venom breaks open every tight set lock that the old doubts try to seal. Riff rides perfectly on the snare line route that the EDM drops ideal. Nothing keeps pace with a force like this when the urge becomes real. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise.
Tira marca constantemente, hermano.
Shifts in the overturn control. Lights spin wildly through the fog like air as the baseline claims the roll.
Sar no va a la izquierda tuya. BP.
Nothing left to patrol. Drums strike louder with a lightning pulse that the flow can't swallow whole. Footsteps rush faster through the booming zone where the EDM waves patrol. Every last second pours fuel on speed until nothing feels low. Nothing on earth outruns this drive when the final drops unroll. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise. I rise so fast every wall destroys. Burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise. I rise so fast every wall destroys.
Lucrecia.
Baseline rips open as the lights flash quick and the ground starts shaking in waves. Footsteps cut deeper with a war cut stride, pushing heat through the narrowest caves.
No le da.
But the rhythm breaks through every wall of the night and graves. Motion climbs high as the airflow splits and the whole crowd watches amazed. Snare snaps harder when the pulse gets tight and the facet and he raves. Grip sings perfect with the rapid drum case to the heavy low and paves. Momentum hits harder than the citywide noise that the echo never saves. Nothing outruns this surge in the dark when the forward force behaves. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild, straight into my veins. Make the floor shake when the drop
Cele, cele.
Steps in and the pressure doubles its weight. Heat rolls upward when the baseline bends and the echoes reverberate. Crowd jumps higher as the stakes explode and the drums recalibrate. Motion carves tunnels through the noise outside till the dark can't compensate. Rhythm strikes early with the lightning pulse that the shadows can't translate. Footsteps land sharper on the concrete floor as the barriers separate. Every new second turns the slowest doubt and the fuel I accelerate. Nothing alive outpaces the force when the night can't correlate. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild, straight into my vein. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake.
Ya, se murieron todos. Fue parejo hasta que comenzó. No, pero vos te fue ahí puesto muy bardero, hermano. O sea, vos no eras así, vos no eras así. Ahora vos soy el papá de los barderos, hermano. Yo quedo sorprendido, yo solamente me callo. Sí, yo... Ajá, ¿y esta qué? No, es que ya yo lo había tarjeteado ya. Yo lo estaba cazando. Aquí hay una... Aquí, lobo.
Sweat hits early when the kick slams down and the burn wakes under the skin. Every slow thought dies quick in the heat when the fast-paced reps begin. Ground shakes harder as the weight stacks up and the
Ya, agarra single porque ya los que estaban abajo se murieron.
Rhythm keeps striking like a war drum, shout pulling discipline from within. Steps cut sharper through the pressure lines where excuses never win. He climbs like when the pulse stay fierce and the grit refuses to thin. Nothing pulls back this fire tonight when the fight locks in. No soft steps here, no space to slack. The beat hits loud and it knocks you back. No excuse left, no excuse left. If the weight feels heavy, then you push what's left. No excuse left, no excuse left. Run the pain down until your best gets met. Light flash harder as the tempo spikes and the muscles start to roar. Motion explodes in the
Y se te levantaron todos atrás.
Every weak voice fades out right when the heart rate cuts the floor. He keeps rising with the iron
Asista.
that the struggle can't ignore.
Sí, sí.
Like a signal flare telling strength to give me more. Breath sinks perfect with the grinding force pulling power from the core. Pressure gets crushed every single round that we're built to endure. Nothing but remains on the softer side when the fastest pour.
Aquí está Ford. Fore.
No space to slack. The beat hits loud and it knocks you back. No excuse left, no excuse left. If the weight feels heavy, then you push what's left. No excuse left, no excuse left. Run the pain down till your best gets met.
Ahí se murió uno, dos, tres. Se murieron tres ahí en el AOS. Matemos a estos monstruos que ya están por morir.
No soft steps here, no space to slack. The beat hits loud and it knocks you back. No excuse left, no excuse left. If the weight feels heavy, then you push what's left. No excuse left, no excuse left. Run the pain
Seba, pégame, pégame, pégame. Ya. ¿Qué vas a matar vos, mierda muerta? Sí, que fue a miar y que fue a miar. Ah, verga, puto de mierda. Arranca de esta mierda, puto de mierda.
With a sharp cut punch in the street line, shades on cue. He rises quick when the cake rolls in and the echo cuts straight through. Step locked tight as a rhythm snaps and the whole world shifts his view. Nothing keeps pressure on the pace is wild when the drive keeps breaking through. You know slow turns here, no fallback zone. Momentum grows louder than steel and stone. Keep it moving, no breaking the flow when the beat keeps moving.
¡Corre! ¡Corre que ahí te lo ve, ahí te lo!
Stays tense when the drum pull up and the night get ready to shake. And then these sparks in a rapid flash when the low end starts to quake. Red lock sharp with a clean cut stride and the step falls out of place. Nothing competes with a pace this fierce when the rhythm picks up chase. No slow turns here, no fallback zone. Momentum grows louder than steel and stone.
Diggy movie.
No breaking the flow when the beat keep proving.
Pues yo no lo estoy tirando, hermano. El que tiene esto es el que tiene que tirarlo. Pero yo lo tiro, no pasa nada. Yo tiro. Diggy movie.
Don't slow me down. Don't slow me down.
Ground his back when the kick strikes deep and the night starts shaking away. He cuts through like a frontline spark, making every dead wall break. Precincts tight with a fast cut step and a rhythm no force can take. Nothing outruns this forward blast when the pressure begins to quake. No drag, no slip, no pulling aside. This pace burns fierce with the rising tide. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around.
Se levantó el polero. No tiene ni noble, nada. El otro, nuque, no sé qué huevo, nada.
Every loud echo drops straight back as the rapid drums repeat. He climbs high through the cracks that tremble beneath my feet. And nothing keeps pace with a force like this when the cadence won't retreat. No drag, no slip, no pulling aside. This pace burns fierce with the rising tide. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around. Lights blur out when the tempo spikes and the shadows fall behind. Every short warning collapses quick under the pressure I redefine. Birds stay steady in the middle of speed, their rivals time. No, living the life holds back this run with the fire locks in this climb. No drag, no slip, no pulling aside. This pace burns fierce with the rising tide.
Se te pararon, se te pararon. Se levantó Dior, se levantó Dior, se levantó Dior. Se levantaron atrás igual, ¿lo oíste? ¿Dónde?
Drums keep flexing with a rapid attack like a shockwave bursting free. Baseline rises through the shaking flow where the low wind loves to be. Heat rips faster when the tent swing wide and the night drops to its knee. Motion keeps cutting through the pressure zones with a fast shot guaranteed. Breath hits sharper when the kick runs hot like a pulsing battery. Ground shakes deeper as the rhythm cross pathways nobody sees. Bumping on post tight and launches ahead with unstoppable energy. Nothing alive outruns this speed when the EDM trap agrees. No fear fits in when the speed runs wild.
Sí.
This pace hits hard like a storm compound. Drop the limit, drop the limit. When the beat explodes, there's no end in it. Drop the limit, drop the limit. I break straight through when the baseline hits. Lights fade backward as the drums ignite and the crowd jumps out of time. Heat spreads outward through the broken air in a wide map redesign. Rhythm locks tighter on the fast paced route with no pause and it's in time. Footsteps charge forward through the Kim floor where the echoes realign. Bass slams harder as the low wind roars with a dark cut borderline. Breath sinks perfectly at furious speed.
Borra esta verga que esta gente que está aquí en AOE, mira.
Grows massive when the drop rebuilds its own skyline. Nothing stops speed when the track consumes every front line sign. No fear fits in when the speed runs wild. This pace hits hard like a storm compound. Well, drop the limit, drop the limit. When the beat explodes, there's no end in it. Drop the limit, drop the limit. I break straight through when the baseline hits.
Se revivieron volvió a borrar el otro que se Ya, ya.
Pressure keeps stacking, but the heartbeat stays colder than storms collide. Ground starts shifting, yet the stand stays locked where the strong
Sele.
rising, but the focus cuts clean through the fraying tide. Voices swing wild, yet the mind stays steady with nothing to hide. Momentum grips harder when the world throws weight on the uphill side. Every short echo breaks
Sí, ya.
when conviction is amplified. Steps turn harder as the fire grows deep in the bones inside. Nothing that moves can shake this path or divert the stride. No wave is strong enough to drag me low. No shove is loud enough to break my flow. Every hit fades out when the stance holds tight. No fold, no slip, no losing sight. Nothing can shake me when the beat erupts. Every pulse stands firm as the pressure jumps. No
Viene este. Mi tarje. Ya, se murió. Ya. Aquí están dando más redes.
No glare is sharp enough to cut my pride. Every barrier falls when the drums ignite. No bad step, no drop, no losing fight.
Cero chance, mi rey. Fue parejo hasta que comenzó. Ni con 3, ni con 4 parties, son mamás huevos. Stays rooted through every blast. Rhythm grows darker, yet the flame inside never burns out fast. Voices shout louder, but the focus stays stronger than pressure cast. Ground trembles heavy, yet the cadence holds firm and unsurpassed. Momentum keeps rising through the patterns of night recast. He spreads outward as the drive outruns everything amassed. Every new second turns weight into power that's overpassed. None of life shakes down the force this core has a mess. No push is hard enough to tilt this frame. No thread is sharp enough to claim my aim. Every limit breaks when the tempo flame. No stall, no shift, no doubt remains. Nothing can shake me when the pace unties. Every hit rolls back when the rhythm flies. No pull drags down where the power lies. I hold this path till the whole world tries. This pack till the whole world tries. Yeah.
Footsteps strike harder as the lights turn narrow along the rise. Pressure falls inward, but the push breaks clean through the thin disguise. Every old warning goes off quick once the baseline amplifies. Rhythm carves tunnels where the doubt falls short of its own size. Momentum grips heavy as the drive expands past the border ties. Heat builds stronger from the will that never compromise. Ground shakes steady in the past, the night itself can't revise. No force alive pulls back the root, this motion actualizes. No lock is tough enough to hold me still. No weight is strong enough to choke my will. Every closed gate falls when the beat aligns.
Ahí, Brian.
No halt, no pause, no turning sign. I cut through the line when the rhythm breaks. Every hit makes room as the pressure shakes. No wall stands tall when the driver wakes. I force my path through the world it makes. Shadow slides sideways, but the strike keeps tearing through every frame. Steps burn deeper as the fire runs hotter inside the flame. Ground roars louder when ambition calls out the next domain. Noise turns distant when the focus outruns the whole terrain.
Bien,
Every tight
gracias,
corner
brother.
gets split open by the speed I sustain. Weight climbs higher, but the backbone sharpens its contained. Rhythm keeps carving through the obstacles time has ordained. Nothing can hide from the pace this force has maintained. No chain is tough enough to slow my track. No shove is fierce enough to push me back. Every block dissolves when the drums combine. No slip, no drag, no losing line. I cut through the line when the floor expands. Every beat clears space that the world demands. No doubt cuts deep when the will withstands. I break straight through with my own two hands. Pulse keeps rising as a kick hits harder than fear intends. Haze pulls outward when the movement outruns the curves and bends. Voices fall silent once the rhythm outlasts the old defense. Heat moves forward through the cracks, the pressure never mends. Every rough moment becomes fuel, the next step extends. Breath locks perfect with the beat the whole night transcends. Momentum hits stronger than the weight the world pretends. Nothing stops pathways that my power recommends. No wall is thick enough to block this drive. No thread is harsh enough to cut my stride. Every barrier breaks when the tempo thrives. No backing off, no compromise. I cut through the line when the beat resets. Every step hits sharp like a battle net. No force stands firm when the course is set. I move this path with no regret.
cadence snaps quicker than the shadows racing to keep their track. Ground keeps shaking from the pressure building behind my back. Every warning falls too slow when the speed refuses slack. Rhythm I runs echoes chasing the lines they can't unpack. Heat sweeps upward while the footsteps carve down a constant attack. Boundaries break open from the impact, none of them can crack. Every new moment fires the spark the night cannot hijack. Nothing alive can pace with the surge this engine brings back. No rival moves fast enough to match this beat. No voice calls loud enough to cut this heat. Every chase falls short when the drums ignite. No pause, no stall, no losing sight. Nobody outruns me when the bass turns bright. Baby outruns me when the bass turns bright. Every hit lands sharp like a torch in flight. No step keeps up when I tear the night. I move too fast for the world's on sight. Speed climbs higher with the pulse that pushes past every block. Shadows reach outward but the motion breaks through the aftershock. Every stray whisper gets drowned out once the snare line's locked. Friction burns deeper when the cadence slams like a ticking clock. Momentum blasts forward through the streets, the night can't stop. Heat stacks tightly in the beats that drag no weight in their walk. Pressure turns hollow as the climb outruns the barriers talk. Nothing can pace with the drive that won't ever stop. No sprint is quick enough to share this lane. No dare is sharp enough to shift my aim. Every chase runs flat when the tempo bites. No break, no fade, no losing height. Nobody outruns me when the lamps go low. Every line cuts clean through the afterglow. No rival stands close when the fast winds blow. I move ahead where they can't go. Rhythm snaps harder as the boost is deeper than dusk expects. Faint trails vanish when the speed erases their failed effects. Every tight corner folds apart when momentum reconnects. Heat rolls out with breaking lines the world neglects. Drive hammers forward through the haze the night collects. Bradlock's perfect to the ticking pace it protects. Nothing alive can match the force this rush projects. I outrun limits this whole world reflects. No pace is sharp enough to cross my stride. No path is wide enough to run beside. Every race stops cold when the tempo lights. No stall, no slow, no losing rights. Nobody outruns me when the beat lifts high. Every outruns me when the beat lifts high. Every hit tears through like a battle cry. No step keeps up when the pad goes dry. I move so fast that the night can't try. I move so fast that the night can't try.
Pero ¿para dónde van?
Pressure hits early, but the pulse runs hotter than steel in a building blaze. Footsteps slam heavy as the ground keeps bending to the weight that I
Matemos al puto, matemos al puto. 3, 2, 1.
Slices straight through the narrowest maze. Voices fade quickly when the bass line enters and everything shakes. Storm level rhythm keeps peeling the dust from the floor as the night vibrates. Boundary lines crumble when the movement grows past everything it hates. Every new second turns into fuel for the climb that ambition creates. Nothing on earth can slow down the force that this fire activates.
Yo le he matado así tenga clan, no tenga clan mis cojones.
No shadow wide enough to block this sun. Every warning fades when the beat hits strong. No break, no stall, no dragging along. Nobody stops me when the rhythm fires. Every step bursts out like lightning wires. No wall stands firm when the bass climbs higher. I push straight through with a burning desire. Motion keeps rising as the kick hits quicker than doubts can react. Baseline punches like a force down, hammer refusing to retract. Crowd noise trembles when the footsteps chase down the exact impact. Heat spills upward from friction, burning the air as the beat stays intact. Momentum cars highways where hesitation never makes contact. Breathe sings tightly with a speed too sharp or fear to distract. Ground keeps booming to a cadence, leading the world's next soundtrack. Every new push stacks weight on a wheel that refuses to crack. No lock is tough enough to bar this way. No fear, sharp enough to force delay. Every limit drops when the drums collide. No pause, no slip, no stepping aside. Nobody stops me when the lights turn red. Every pulse jumps hard like a war drum spread. No force pulls back what the drive has led. I cut straight through where the brave ones tread. Ground starts shaking from the surge exploding beneath both feet. Velocity builds in a wildfire rhythm, refusing defeat. Shadow step backward when the echo rumbles across every street. Way that a night splits open as the cadence marks the beat. Forward control locks tight where pressure and fire meet. Power climbs higher as the grind resets and refuses retreat. Momentum charges like a loaded storm with no way to compete. Nothing alive has the strength to contend with this heat. No voice is loud enough to drown this stride. No hand firm enough to pull me aside. Every barrier falls when the tempo spikes. No halt, no drag, no second strike. Nobody stops me. When the pace breaks loose, every hit shakes deep like a steelhead.
Monster Kill, happy.
Stands tall when the drop breaks through. I keep this run till the whole world moves.
Chain. Le tiró CL.
Clean with a tight cup flow, pushing my pulse where the baselines go. I move on beat like a shadow throw, cover my pace through the underglow. I keep that swing in a steel set stance, been in no room with a frontline dance. I run my lane with a warlike chance, like my breath in a burst advance. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back. I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. Ice. I step in the flame when the rhythm hits. Every bar runs deep like a power split. No holding off when the ground goes lit. I ride that groove till the whole room fits. I shift my weight with a sharp set slide, bending my force through the city wide. I chase that beat with a hardcore stride, letting my form hit a blazing tide. I lock my eyes on the next beat drop, pushing my breath through a pressure. I take that hit with a non-stop chop, driving my stance to the mountaintop. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back. I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. I step in the flame when the bass gets loud. Every hit shakes deep like a battleborn crowd. No losing step when the stakes get proud. I ride that pulse till the night bows down. I need no fan when I stay online with a war set groove, cutting my frame through the midnight move. I grip that beat with a stormborn proof, burning my mark in the back room roof. I drop my breath through a tight-knit curve, rolling my weight in the front line swerve. I break that calm with a heat reserve, pushing my will through a heavy serve. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back. I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. I step in the flame when the kick locks in. Every tone hit sharp with a war drum spin. No stepping soft when the nights begin. I move that beat to the whole world bend. I let me find what I'm.
Pegame.
Open as the lights
Se va.
flash quick and the ground starts shaking in waves. Footsteps cut
Ya,
deeper with
ya,
a
ya.
war cut stride, pushing heat through the narrowest caves. Pressure folds sideways, but the rhythm breaks through every wall that the night engraves. Motion climbs higher as the airflow splits and the whole crowd watches amazed. Snare snaps harder when the pulse gets tight and the fasted energy rays. Breeze sinks perfect with the rapid drum kicks to the heavy low and bass. Almost amidst harder than the citywide noise that the echo never saves. Nothing outruns this surge in the dark when the forward force PAs. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Make the flow shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the flow shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. Speed builds quickly when the kick steps in and the pressure doubles its weight. Heat rolls upward when the baseline bends and the echoes reverberate. Crowd jumps higher as the synths explode and the drums recalibrate. Motion carves tunnels through the noise outside till the dark can't compensate. Rhythm strikes early with a lightning pulse till the shadows can't translate. Footsteps land sharper on the concrete, flows a barrier separate. Every new second turns to slowest doubt and the fuel like accelerate. Nothing to pace is the force when the night can't correlate.
Ay, verga, chicos.
No slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Make a flow. Make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make a flow. Make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. split sideways as the tempo spikes and the rhythm overflows. He slams down through the snare cut air where the wildest tension grows. Bass cracks open like a breaking storm as the heavy low and glows. Drums kick harder with a fast-paced fire that the whole night undertows. Rest stay steady while the synth line bends and the shapes the speaker throws. Footsteps chase forward through the shaking floor where the final drop unfolds. Momentum surges through the rise and smoke till the last restraint explodes. Nothing on earth outruns this speed when the EDM trap mode flows. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Bang, 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 into my vein. Make the floor shake, shake, shake. Make the floor shake. When the drop hits the ground, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, shake, shake. Make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. Baseline spirals through the floor so fast that the walls can barely grab. Motion explodes like a frontline blast cut in space with its aftermath. Lights draw load and spike again as the rhythm redraws its path. Red locks tight with a charge up pace matching every heavy grab. Steps it harder through the darkness zone with a sense split like the shaft. He crushes forward with a snare lit flare that the shadows can't outlast. Nothing derails this rise and run when the tempo moves that fast. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop is little up on boys. Burn through the noise. I rise so fast, every wall destroys. Speed builds sharply when the hi-hats roll like sparks across the steel. Bass shakes downward through the midnight air where the pressure turns surreal. Footsteps chase echoes with a razor glide, no barrier can't conceal. Rhythm unfolds like a storm come map that the dark can't repel. He forms patterns from the friction lines that the fast hit steps reveal. Moton breaks open every tight set lock the old outside the sail. Bear fries purpley on the snare line route to the heat and drops ideal. Nothing keeps pace with a force like this when the urge becomes real. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop is hot, widow up on boys. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. I rise so fast, every wall destroys. Burn through the noise. Ground rips open when the tempo shifts in the overdrive control. Lights spin wildly through the fog like air as a baseline claims a role. He cuts deeper while the synth push forward with a wide format console. Motion keeps filling every inch of space, nothing left to patrol. Drums strike louder with a lightning pulse that the floor can't swallow whole. Footsteps rush faster through the booming zone where the EDM waves patrol. Every last second boils fuel on speed until nothing feels dull. Nothing on earth outruns this dry when the final drops unroll. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard, we don't walk on boys. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. I rise so fast, every wall destroys. Burn through the noise. Lights hit brighter when we step inside and the whole room shifts our way. Baseline shakes heavy as the crowd jumps wild while the night starts breaking clay. Rhythm clowns high when the snare snaps tight and the body start to sway. He runs wild through the bouncing floor where the shadows melt away. Speakers explode with a festival roar and a rival crew can replay. Footsteps pound sharp as we claim this space where the weak vibes can't stay. Every last second turns loud enough to erase the quieter day. Nothing outshines this heavy pulse when our wave owns the display. No slow move now, no holding the line. This beat hits hard like a spark in a spine. We run this party, we run this party. Drop is loud and the whole crowd starts in. We run this party, we run this party. breaks upper when the tempo jumps and the dance floor cracks with sound. Lights spin circles through the thick bass hair as the rhythm shakes the ground. Every dull moment fades back fast when our energy comes around. Motion fires off like a roaring spark, tearing gravity unbound. Voices erupt when the synths swing wide and the low end drills down. Steps kick harder than a midnight rush that the whole club can't slow down. Momentum rises in a chain reaction, no silence can drown. Nothing competes with this level of hype when our crew holds the crown. No slow move now, no holding the line. This beat hits hard like a spark in the spine. We run this party, we run this party. Drop it loud and the whole crowd starts in. We run this party, we run this party. Nobody moves like the way we get it in. Bass rips up and when the next drop falls and the ceiling starts to glow. Heat floods deeper through the neon haze as the fast hit rhythms grow. Every new second turns brighter still while the wildest pulses flow. Crowd jumps high with a chain reaction that the whole room starts to show. Tempo cut sharper in this swelling air that the heartbeat can't outrun. Light spark faster with a storm feel flash till the night feels overdone. Drums hit louder and the energy peaks like 1,000 rising suns. Nothing stops this takeover run when the party's off to run. No slow move now, no holding the line. This beat hits hard like a spark in the spine. Run this party, run this party, run this party. We run this party, run this party, run this party, run this party. We run this party, we run this party. Drop hits loud and the whole crowd starts singing. We run this party, we run this party. Nobody moves like the way we get it in.
Iron bites back when the hands grip tight and the sweat starts rolling out. Every breath hits sharp like a furnace spark, pulling power through the drought. Ground keeps booming with the fast cut pace, shaking fear until it's out. Rhythm snaps upward as the tension breaks with a heavyweight kind of shout. Footsteps hammer through the reps on beat, locking every doubt in a route. Heat climbs deeper than the slow build pain at the time mind talks. Hawks about, motion runs wild till the inner voice quits and the real grit steps out. Nothing can stop this surge inside when the drop feels every ride. No pause allowed when the goal hits near. Push past the pain and erase the fear. Push past everything, push past everything. No reason to fall when the strength keeps leveling. Push past everything, push past everything. The grind is
No tienen armor, hermano. Armor
Lights
ese.
dim slowly, but the heartbeat pounds like a drum line set on fire. Muscles stretch wide under heat and strain as the low keeps climbing higher. Every excuse melts under pressure when the will reshape desire. Breath meets rhythm in a rapid drive. No weakness can acquire. Floor shakes heavy with a raw cut force that the midnight reps require. Shadows slip by the hardened edge when the push cuts through the mire. Moment stacks like a burning tower with the purpose to inspire. Nothing stands firm against this power when the mind won't tire. No pause allowed when the goal hits near. Push past the pain and erase the fear. Push past everything, push past everything. No reason to fall when the strength keeps leveling. Push past everything, push past everything. The grind hits loud and the limit starts severing.
Ground rips upward with the final lift as the cadence fires fast. Heat spreads deeper through the ribcage line as the entire set is passed. Breath hits steady with a storm-fed push till the weaker ties are cast. Every rep builds armor thick enough for the hardest days to last. Drums hit deeper when the in-between noise fades out in contrast. Strength grows sharper as excuses fall like shadows overcast. My moment stays wild in the rapid burn of a force built to outlast. Nothing remains but rise and push when the final die is cast. No pause allowed when the goal hits near. Push past the pain and erase the fear. Push past everything, push past everything. No reason strength keeps leveling. Push past everything, push past everything. The grind hits loud and the limit starts severing.
Yo estoy.
Lights hit harder when the reps kick in and the blood start boiling high. Every slow breath gets wiped away when the heavy sets amplify. Rhythm grabs tight through the pulse and frame where the grit won't let you lie. Ground shakes sharply as the weight line bends and excuses start to die. Stress pulls over from the pressure zone where the weak thoughts go awry. Heat builds thick and the muscles burn as the seconds multiply. Drums cut through like a war drum call, pulling power from supply. Nothing survives in the path of will when the fire intensifies. No mercy shown for the weaker choice. Stand tall and rise when you hear that voice. No mercy for weakness. No mercy for weakness. The beat hits hard till excuses leave us. No mercy for weakness. Push through the pain till the strong see. Steps catch rhythm with a hammer strike as the body pushes through heat. Every soft thought falls out quick when the tough rounds start to repeat. Ground sends drummers through the iron frame where ambition and struggle meet. Light spins sideways as the tempo spikes with a faster drum retreat. Red lines lock on a sharp set pace where the challenge can't compete. Heat draws deeper than a slow build out that failure tries to see. Moment crushes hesitate, seem flat under every rapid beat. Nothing outlasts this hard and fire when the drive refuses defeat. No mercy shown for the weaker choice. Stand tall and rise when you hear that voice. No mercy for weakness. No mercy for weakness. The beat hits hard till excuses leave us. No mercy for weakness. Push through the pain till the strong increases. Iron swings up with a battle sound as the focus sharpens tight. Every last time till the lingering fear collapses out of sight. Motion grows wild in the final burst of a long relentless fight. Ground I'm steady with a war-born beat as the muscle reunite. Breathe those steady in the blazing need of the rising inner light. Strength floods deeper through the breaking point that turns dark weight to might. Trumpets blow loud when the drop resets in a pure kinetic flight. Nothing restrains this run tonight when the will takes full bite. No mercy shown for the weaker choice. Stand tall and rise when you hear that voice. No mercy for weakness. No mercy for weakness. The beat hits hard till excuses leave us. No mercy for weakness. Push through the pain till the strong increases. Dark winds gather when the footsteps rise and the ground starts cracking wide. Heat builds heavy in the chest like fire that refuses to subside. Shadows lean closer but the rage inside keeps burning like the tide. Voices from past nights echo loud till the pulse can't be denied. Rhythm cuts deep with a war drum pace, pulling vengeance as a guide. Breath hits sharper when the ice cold focus begins to override. Motion grows faster as the memories hit and the boundary divide. Nothing holds back this storm built force when revenge decides. No fear in place when the scars still sting. I move straight through with a tide and swing. Anything for payback, anything for payback. I rise through the fire just to take that payback. Anything for payback, anything for payback. The beat is loud to the whole night flashback. Steps run quicker when the race snaps through like a fuse that breaks his line. Ground shakes harder when the heavy drums roll vengeance down the spine. He spills upward from the pressure points where betrayal used to shine. Rhythm grows sharper as the flashbacks hit in a jagged, crooked design. I stay locked on the distant marks where the past crossed every sign. Breath sinks tight with the fast cup pulse as the strength realigns. Nothing extinguishes this slow build fire fueled by every decline. Nothing can stop this path tonight when the aim is mine. No fear in place when the scars still sting. I move straight through with a tide and swing.
Anything for payback. I rise through the fire just to take that payback. Anything for payback. Lights been back when the drive turns cold and resolve turns razor keen. He drags upward through the broken walls where the old wounds still convene. Shadows fall silent as a new pace hits with a vengeance unforeseen. Breath stays heavy but the footsteps strike like a war-cut guillotine. Ground pounds harder as a low and rips through the space between. Rhythm keeps pushing with a storm-fed core, nothing can quarantine. Every last moment turns into fuel for the reckoning routine. Nothing rivals this fire tonight when revenge runs clean. No fear in place when the scars still sting. I move straight through with a tide and swing. Anything for payback, anything for payback. I rise through the fire just to take that payback. Anything for payback, anything for payback. The beat is loud till the whole night flashback. Pressure keeps stacking, but the heartbeat stay colder than storms collide. Ground starts shifting, yet the stand stay locked where the strong reside. Noise keeps rising, but the focus cuts clean through the fraying tide. Voices swing wild, yet the mind stays steady with nothing to hide. Moment of grips harder when the world throws weight on the uphill side. Every short echo breaks down fast when conviction is amplified. Steps turn harder as the fire grows deep in the bones inside. Nothing that moves can shake this path to divert the stride. No wave is strong enough to drag me low. No shove is loud enough to break my flow. Every hit fades out when the stage holds tight. No fold, no slip, no lose in sight. Nothing can shake me when the beat erupts. Every pole stands firm as the pressure jumps.
Boom, boom, boom.
No force rewrites what the will constructs. I keep my pace when the whole world buzzes. Shadows lean closer, but the rhythm stays sharper than doubt can bend. Footsteps echo through the cracks that tremble but never extend. Every loud warning swings wide early and misses its true intent. He grows stronger as the drive pushes past what the nights invent. Ground keeps booming while the focus climbs to the dissonant blend. Breathe rise perfect on the cadence, carrying weight to the very end. While shift inward, but the movement breaks through every twist and bend. Nothing that hits can claim control of the power I defend. No doubt is deep enough to slow my stride. No glare is sharp enough to cut my pride. Every barrier falls when the drugs ignite. No back step, no drop, no losing fight. Nothing can shake me when the lights go wild. Every beat locks in with a force compile. No fear rewinds what the fire compile. I break straight through with a steady style. Storm winds gather, but the stand stays rooted through every blast. Rhythm grows darker, yet the flame inside never burns out fast. Voices shout louder, but the focus stays stronger than pressure casts. Ground trembles heavy, yet the cadence holds firm and unsurpassed. Momentum keeps rising through the patterns the night recasts. He spreads outward as the drive outruns everything I masked. Every new second turns weight in the power that's overpassed. Nothing alive shakes down the force this core has amassed. No push is hard enough to tilt this frame. No thread is sharp enough to claim my aim. Every limit breaks on the tempo flames. No stars, no shift, no doubt remains. Nothing can shake me when the pace unties. Every hit rolls back when the rhythm flies. No pull drags down where the power lies. I hold this path till the whole world tries. Nothing can shake me when the beat.
Kids tell it with a high voltage snap as the room gets torn in half. Baselines popping through the floor so fast that the walls can barely grab. Motion explodes like a frontline blast, cutting space with its aftermath. Lights drop low and spike again as the rhythm redraws its path. Red locks tight with a charged up pace, matching every heavy craft. Steps hit harder through the dark lit zone where the sin split like a shaft. He crashes forward with a snare lit flare that the shadows can't outlast. Nothing derails its rise and run when the tempo moves that fast. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside.
masacren en la city, papi. Masacren en la city.
Speed builds sharply when the hi-hats roll like sparks across the steel. Bass shakes down through the midnight air where the pressure turns surreal. Footsteps chase echoes with a razor glide, no barrier can conceal. Rhythm unfolds like a storm cut map, but the dark can't repeal. He forms patterns from the friction lines that the fast hit steps reveal. Metal breaks open every tight set lock that the old doubts try to seal. Riff rides perfectly on the snare line route that the EDM drops ideal. Nothing keeps pace with a force like this when the urge becomes real. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise, I ride so fast every wall destroys. Burn through the noise, every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise, I ride so fast every wall destroys. Ground rips open when the tempo shifts into overdrive control. Lights spin wildly through the fog like air as the baseline claims the roll. Heat cuts deeper while the sense push forward with a wide format console. Motion keeps filling every inch of space, nothing left to patrol. Drums strike louder with a lightning pulse that the flow can't swallow whole. Footsteps rush faster through the booming zone where the EDM waves patrol. Every last second pours fuel on speed until nothing feels dull. Nothing on earth outruns this drive when the final drops unroll. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise. I ride so
¿Qué es lo que estaba diciendo, Marco? Que yo no te paré bola.
every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise. I ride so fast every wall destroys. Baseline rips open as the lights flash quick and the ground starts shaking in waves. Footsteps cut deeper with a war cut stride, pushing heat through the narrowest caves. Pressure flows sideways, but the rhythm breaks through every wall of the night and graves. Motion climbs high as the airflow splits and the whole crowd watches amazed. Snare snaps harder when the pulse gets tight and the faster
Relajado, mi rey.
Grip swings perfect with the rapid drum kicks to the heavy low and pace. Momentum is harder than the citywide noise that the echo never saves. Nothing outruns this surge in the dark when the forward force behave. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild, straight into my veins. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates.
A ver, a ver.
Quickly when the kick steps in and the pressure doubles its weight. Heat rolls upward when the baseline bends and the echoes reverberate. Crowd jumps higher as the stakes explode and the drums recalibrate. Motion cars tunnels through the noise outside till the dark can't compensate. Rhythm strikes early with the lightning pulse that the shadows can't translate. Footsteps land sharper on the concrete floor as the barrier separate. Every new second turns the slowest out and the fuel I accelerate. Nothing alive outpaces the force when the night can't correlate. No drag, no slip, no
Pero
slow
escribir el
in my
falopero
lane.
mierda ese.
Runs wild, straight into my vein. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. No, 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 no.
Bueno, plate mierda.
Sideways as the tempo spikes and the rhythm overflows. He slams downward through the snare cut air where the wildest tension grows. Bass cracks open like a breaking storm as the heavy low end glows. Drums kick harder with a fast-paced fire that the whole night undertows. Breath stays steady while the synth line bends and the shapes the speaker throws.
Váyase pa' tu país, perro choche tu madre.
Momentum surges through the rising smoke till the last restraint explodes. Nothing on earth outruns this speed when the EDM trap mode flows. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild, straight into my vein. Make the floor shake,
Make the floor shake when the drop hits loud. Every wall will break. Make the floor shake. Make the floor shake. But I don't back down when the ground vibrates.
Sweat hits early when the kick slams down and the burn wakes under the skin. Every slow thought dies quick in the heat when the fast-paced reps begin. Ground shakes harder as the weight stacks up and the doubt gets tossed in a bin. Bread locks tight with a furnace forces the inner engine spins. Rhythm keeps striking like a war drum, shout pulling discipline from within. Steps cut sharper through the pressure, lines where excuses never win. He climbs like when the post stay fierce and the grip refuses to bend. Nothing pulls back this fire tonight when the fight locks in. No soft steps here, no space to slack. The beat hits loud and it knocks you back.
Mi alma, y ese título horrible, Seba. Oh, y que Peter Pan oje ese, mamita. Claro.
Up like a signal flare, telling strength to give me more. Rep syncs perfect with the grinding force, pulling power from the core. Pressure gets crushed every single round, but we're built to endure. Nothing but remains on the softer side when the fastest pull. No soft steps here, no space to slack.
Pega.
It's loud and it knocks you back.
Ya.
No excuse left, no excuse left. If the weight feels heavy, then you push what's left. No excuse left.
Lo que está buscando es que lo borre. Te borro, papi, te borro rapidito.
When the final set hits and the tempo takes control, heat rips louder through the sinew lines while the progress takes its toll. Mind stays locked on the forward pull where the champions patrol. Every weak thought burns away in the rise of a stronger goal. Footsteps coming through the gym flow fast like a war drum roll. Rhythm explodes deep inside the chest, the whole track feels whole. Nothing can stand between the grind and the fire in full patrol. No excuse stands tall against the soul. No soft steps here, no space to slack. The beat hits loud and it knocks you back. No excuse left, no excuse left. If the weight feels heavy, then you push what's left. No excuse left, no excuse left. Run the pain down till your best gets met.
Que...
Yo, bass hit Tilly with a sharp cut punch and the street line shakes on cue. Heat rising quick when the cake rolls in and the echo cuts straight through. Step lock tight as the rhythm snaps and the whole world shifts its view. Nothing keeps pressure on the pace this wild when the drive keeps breaking through. You know slow turns here, no fallback zone. Momentum grows louder than steel and stone. Keep it moving, keep it moving. No break in the flow when the beat keeps moving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. The whole room's go when the bass starts booming. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving.
Aquí no te puedo dar.
No break in the flow when the beat keeps moving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. The whole room jumps when the bass starts booming. Ground stays tense when the drum pull up and the night get ready to shake. And then these sparks in a rapid flash when the low end starts to quake. Red lock sharp with a clean cut stride and no step falls out of place. Nothing competes with a pace this fierce when the rhythm picks up chase. No slow turns here, no fallback zone. Momentum grows louder than steel and stone. Keep it moving, keep it moving. No break in the flow when the beat keep proving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. The whole room jumps when the bass starts booming. He's searching
fast as the snare clicks tight and the shadows scatter wide. Speed climbs higher with the pulse aligned to the force I can't divide. Walls shake loose when the pressure climbs past the fear they used to hide. Nothing stands solid when the drive explodes and the tempo won't subside. No slow turns here, no fallback zone. Momentum grows louder than steel and stone. Keep it moving, keep it moving. No breaking the flow when the beat keep proving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. The whole room jumps when the bass starts booming. Keep it moving, keep it moving. No breaking the flow when the beat keep proving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. The whole room jumps when the bass starts booming.
Stone FK. Mami. No, y se lo tiró Fideíto.
When the kick strikes deep and the night starts shaking away, he cuts through like a frontline spark, making every dead wall break. Three sinks tight with a fast cut step and a rhythm no force can take. Nothing outruns this forward blast when the pressure begins to quake. No drag, no slip, no pulling aside. This pace.
Mira ese y que cambio Balacas por Bayou.
Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the
Necromaniático, necromático. Necromaniático, necromaniático. Sí, sí.
Speed build wild when the snare rolls in and the air ignites on beat. Every loud echo drops straight back as the rapid drums repeat. He climbs high through the cracks that tremble beneath my feet. And yeah, nothing keeps pace with a force like this when the cadence won't retreat. No drag, no slip, no pulling aside. This pace burns fierce with the rising tide.
No importa, no importa, mochale la mano.
Don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down. Don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around. Don't slow me down. Don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down. Don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around. Lights blur out when the tempo spikes and the shadows fall behind. Every short warning collapses quick under the pressure I redefine. Wrist stay steady in the middle of speed, their rivals time. No, living the life holds back this run with the fire locks in.
Yo todavía tengo Majesty, ¿qué te puedo decir? Yo tengo Majesty sellado, con eso te digo todo.
Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. The beat hits hard and it shakes the ground. Don't slow me down, don't slow me down. I move too fast for the world around.
Ahí entró alguien, ¿no?
Bass snaps down like a pressure wave and the room can barely cope. Lights jump sideways when the scenes break out, turning silence into scope. Motor spills faster than a loaded spark, climbing up a tightened slope. Heat hits deeper as the drums kick hard, giving every step new hope. Stay steady on a rapid pace, making every second grope. Footsteps tore through the dark lit lines where the echoes interlope. Rhythm gains power as the track reshapes into something built to elope. Nothing stands still when the whole night bends under this kinetic trope. No fear fits in when the speed runs wild. This pace hits hard like a storm compiled. Drop the limit, drop the limit. When the beat explodes and there's no wind in it. Drop the limit, drop the limit. I break straight through when the bass line hits. Drums keep flexing with a rapid attack like a shockwave bursting free. Baseline rises through the shaking floor where the low wind loves to be. Heat rips faster when the tint swing wide and the night drops to its knee. Motion keeps cutting through the pressure zones with a fast shot guarantee. Breath hits sharper when the kick runs high like a pulsing battery. Ground shakes deeper as the rhythm cross pathways nobody sees. When I'm post tight and launches ahead with unstoppable energy. Nothing alive outruns this speed when the EDM trap agrees. No fear fits in when the speed runs wild. This pace hits hard like a storm compiled. Drop up the limit, drop up the limit. When the beat explodes, there's no end in it. Drop up the limit, drop up the limit. I break straight through when the bass line hits. Fade backward as the drums ignite and the crowd jumps out of time. Heat spreads outward through the broken air in a wide map redesign. Rhythm locks tighter on the fast-paced route with no pause and it's in climb. Footsteps charge forward through the kin floor where the echoes realign. Bass slams harder as the low wind roars with a dark cut borderline. Burst sinks perfectly at furious beat that refuses to decline. Home scene grows massive when the drop rebuilds its own skyline. Nothing stops speed when the track consumes every front line sign. No fear fits in when the speed runs wild. This pace hits hard like a storm compiled.
Fueran sido las bestias, la verdad que sí. Sí, claro. Y preciso. No sé, pero que no es culpa de él. Sí, sí, porque los BP se ganaban ellos solos, ¿ya? Los BP se bancaban ellos solos, o sea, con el burneo. ¿Qué pasa? Nosotros no agarramos ese target por el simple hecho porque estamos contando que lo estaba burkeando, ¿me entiendes?
Nothing that moves can shake this path or divert the stride. No wave is strong enough to drag me low. No shove is loud enough to break my flow. Every hit fades out when the stance holds tight. No fold, no slip, no losing sight.
Ellos la semana pasada únicamente agarraron Core y Orfen. Todas las joyas se las ganamos en una red.
Shadows lean closer, but the rhythm stays sharper than doubt can bend. Footsteps echo through the cracks that tremble but never extend. Every loud warning swings wide early and misses the true intent. Heat rolls stronger as the drive pushes past what the nights invent. Ground keeps booming while the focus climbs through the dissonant blend. Breath rise perfect on the cadence, carrying weight to the very end. Wall shifting word, but the movement breaks through every twist and bend. Nothing that it can claim control of the power I defend. No doubt it's deep enough to slow my stride. No glare is sharp enough to cut my pride. Every barrier falls when the drums ignite. No bad step, no drop, no losing fight. Nothing can shake me when the lights go out. Every beat locks in with a force compile. No fear rewinds, what the fire compile. I break straight through with a steady style. Storm winds gather, but the stance stays rooted through every blast. Rhythm grows darker, yet the flame inside never burns out fast. Voices shout louder, but the focus stays stronger than pressure cast. Ground trembles heavy, yet the cadence holds firm and unsurpassed. Momentum keeps rising through the patterns the night recast. He spreads outward as the drive outruns everything amassed. Every new second turns weight into power that's overpassed. None of life shakes down the force, this core has a mess. No push is hard enough to tilt this frame. No thread is sharp enough to claim my aim. Every limit breaks when the tempo flame. No stall, no shift, no doubt remains. Nothing can shake me when the pace unties. Every
Every hit rolls back when the rhythm flies. No pull drags down where the power lies. I hold this path till the whole world tries. I hold this path till the whole world tries.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No more war. Yeah, yeah. No more war. Yeah, yeah. No more war. Yeah, yeah. No more war.
Footsteps strike harder as the lights turn narrow along the rise. Pressure falls inward, but the push breaks clean through the thin disguise. Every old warning goes off quick once the baseline amplifies. Rhythm carves tunnels where the doubt falls short of its own size. Momentum grips heavy as the drive expands past the border ties. Heat builds stronger from the will to never compromise. Ground shakes steady in the past, the night itself can't revise. No force alive pulls back the root, this motion actualizes. No lock is tough enough to hold me still. No weight is strong enough to choke my will. Every closed gate falls when the beat aligns. No halt, no pause, no turning sign. I cut through the line when the rhythm breaks. Every hit makes room as the pressure shakes. No wall stands tall when the driver wakes. I force my path through the world it makes. Shadow slides sideways, but the strike keeps tearing through every frame. Steps burn deeper as the fire runs hotter inside the flame. Ground roars louder when ambition calls out the next domain. Noise turns distant when the focus outruns the whole terrain. Every tight corner gets split open by the speed I sustain. Weight climbs higher, but the backbone sharpens its contained. Rhythm keeps carving through the obstacles time has ordained. Nothing can hide from the pace this force has maintained. No chain is tough enough to slow my track. No shove is fierce enough to push me back. Every block dissolves when the drums combine. No slip, no drag, no losing line. I cut through the line when the flow expands. Every beat clears space that the world demands. No doubt cuts deep when the will withstands. I break straight through with my own two hands. Pulse keeps rising as a kick hits harder than fear intends. Ace pulls outward when the movement outruns the curves and bends. Voices fall silent once the rhythm outlasts the old defense. Heat moves forward through the cracks, the pressure never mends. Every rough moment becomes fuel, the next step extends. Breath locks perfect with the beat the whole night transcends. Momentum hits stronger than the weight the world pretends. Nothing stops pathways that my power recommends. No wall is thick enough to block this drive. No thread is harsh enough to cut my stride. Every barrier breaks when the tempo thrives. No backing off, no compromise. I cut through the line when the beat resets. Every step hits sharp like a battle net. No force stands firm when the course is set. I move this path with no regret.
Cadence snaps quicker than the shadows, racing to keep their track. Ground keeps shaking from the pressure building behind my back. Every warning falls too slow when the speed refuses slack. Rhythm I runs echoes, chasing the lines they can't unpack. Heat sweeps upward while the footsteps carve down a constant attack. Boundaries break open from the impact, none of them can crack. Every new moment fires the spark the night cannot hijack. Nothing alive can pace with the surge this engine brings back. No rival moves fast enough to match this beat. No voice calls loud enough to cut this heat. Every chase falls short when the drums ignite. No pause, no stall, no losing sight. Nobody outruns me when the bass turns bright. Baby outruns me when the bass turns bright. Every hit lands sharp like a torch in flight. No step keeps up when I tear the night. I move too fast for the world's on sight. Speed climbs higher with the pulse that pushes past every block. Shadows reach outward, but the motion breaks through the aftershock. Every stray whisper gets drowned out once the snare line's locked. Friction burns deeper when the cadence slams like a ticking clock. Momentum blasts forward through the streets, the night can't stop. He stacks tightly in the beats that drag no weight in their walk. Pressure turns hollow as the climb outruns the barriers talk. Nothing can pace with the drive that won't ever stop. No sprint is quick enough to share this lane. No dare is sharp enough to shift my aim. Every chase runs flat when the tempo bites. No break, no fade, no losing height. Nobody outruns me when the lamps go low. Every line cuts clean through the afterglow. No rival stands close when the fast winds blow. I move ahead where they can't go. Rhythm snaps harder as the boost hits deeper than dusk expects. Faint trails vanish when the speed erases their failed effects. Every tight corner folds apart when momentum reconnects. Heat rolls out with breaking lines the world neglects. Drive hammers forward through the haze, the night collects. Bradlock's perfect to the ticking pace it protects. Nothing alive can match the force this rush projects. I outrun limits, this whole world reflects. No pace is sharp enough to cross my stride. No path is wide enough to run beside. Every race stops cold when the tempo lights. No stall, no slow, no losing rights. Nobody outruns me when the beat lives high. Every outruns me when the beat lives high. Every hit tears through like a battle cry. No step keeps up when the pad goes dry. I move so fast that the night can't try.
Pressure hits early, but the pulse runs hotter than steel in a building blaze. Footsteps slam heavy as the ground keeps bending to the weight that I raise. Walls push inward, but momentum slices straight through the narrowest maze. Voices fade quickly when the bass line enters and everything shakes. Storm level rhythm keeps peeling the dust from the floor as the night vibrates. Binary lines crumble when the movement grows past everything it hates. Every new second turns into fuel for the climb that ambition creates. Nothing on earth can slow down the force that this fire activates. No chain is strong enough to slow this run. No shadow wide enough to block this sun. Every warning fades when the beat hits strong. No break, no stall, no dragging along. Nobody stops me when the rhythm fires. Every step bursts out like lightning wires. No wall stands firm when the pace climbs higher. I push straight through with a burning desire. Motion keeps rising as the kick hits quicker than doubts can react. Baseline punches like a force down, hammer refusing to retract. Crowd noise trembles when the footsteps chase down the exact impact. Heat spills upward from friction, burning the air as the beat stays intact. Momentum cars highways where hesitation never makes contact. Breathe sings tightly with a speed too sharp or fear to distract. Ground keeps booming to a cadence, leading the world's next soundtrack. Every new push stacks weight on a wheel that refuses to crack. No lock is tough enough to bar this way. No fear, sharp enough to force delay. Every limit drops when the drums collide. No pause, no slip, no stepping aside. Nobody stops me when the lights turn red. Every breath pulse jumps hard like a war drum spread. No force pulls back what the drive has led. I cut straight through where the brave ones tread. Ground starts shaking from the surge exploding beneath both feet. Velocity builds in a wildfire rhythm, refusing defeat. Shadows step backward when the echo rumbles across every street. Weight at a night splits open as the cadence marks the beat. Forward control locks tight where pressure and fire meet. Power climbs higher as the grind resets and refuses retreat. Momentum charges like a loaded storm with no way to compete. Nothing alive has the strength to contend with this heat. No voice is loud enough to drown this stride. No hand firm enough to pull me aside. Every barrier falls when the tempo spikes. No halt, no drag, no second strike. Nobody stops me when the pace breaks loose. Every hit shakes deep like a steel head bruise. No threat stands tall when the drop breaks through. I keep this run till the whole world moves. I step in clean with a tight cup flow, pushing my pulse where the baselines go. I move on beat like a shadow throw, cover my pace through the underglow. I keep that swing in a skill set stance, bending no room with a frontline dance. I run my lane with a warlike chance, like my breath in a burst advance. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back, I get that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. Ice, 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 ice. I step in the flame when the rhythm hits. Every bar runs deep like a power split. No holding off when the ground goes lit. I ride that groove till the whole room fits. I shift my weight with a sharp set slide, bending my force through the city wide. I chase that beat with a hardcore stride, letting my form hit a blazing tide. I lock my eyes on the next beat drop, pushing my breath through a pressure hop. I take that hit with a non-stop chop, driving my stance to the mountaintop. I don't slow pace when the flow kicks back, I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. I step in the flame when the bass gets loud. Every hit shakes deep like a battleborn crowd. No losing step when the stakes get proud. I ride that post till the night bows down. I need no fan when I stay online with a war set groove, cutting my frame through the midnight move. I grip that beat with a storm bomb proof, burning my mark in the back room roof. I drop my breath through a tight knit curve, rolling my weight in a frontline swerve. I break that calm with a heat reserve, pushing my will through a heavy serve. I don't slow pace when the floor kicks back, I keep that bounce in a heavy track stack. If the world swings first, I'm swinging it twice. No fear, no drift, no rolling dice. I step in the flame when the kick locks in. Every tone hit sharp with a war drum spin. No stepping soft when the nights begin. I move that beat to the whole world bend. I let me find what I'm.
Baseline rips open as the lights flash quick and the ground starts shaking in waves. Footsteps cut deeper with a war cut stride, pushing heat through the narrowest caves. Pressure folds sideways, but the rhythm breaks through every wall that the night engraves. Motion climbs higher as the airflow splits and the whole crowd watches amazed. Snare snaps harder when the pulse gets tight and the fasted energy raise. Breeze sinks perfect with the rapid drum kicks to the heavy low and bass. But most of it's harder than the citywide noise that the echo never saves. Nothing outruns this surge in the dark when the forward force speeds. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Make the shake, make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. Speed builds quickly when the kick steps in and the pressure doubles its weight. Heat rolls upward when the baseline bends and the echoes reverberate. Crowd jumps higher as the synths explode and the drums recalibrate. Motion carves tunnels through the noise outside till the dark can't compensate. Rhythm strikes early with a lightning pulse till the shadows can't translate. Footsteps land sharper on the concrete floors, the barriers separate. Every new second turns the slowest down and the fuel accelerate. Nothing alive outpaces the force when the night can't correlate. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Make it flow. Lights blur sideways as the tempo spikes and the rhythm overflows. Heat slams downward through the snare cut air where the wildest tension grows. Bass cracks open like a breaking storm as the heavy low and glows. Drums kick harder with a fast-paced fire that the whole night undertow. Press stay steady while the synth line bends and the shapes the speaker throws. Footsteps chase forward through the shaking floor where the final drop unfolds. Momentum surges through the rising smoke till the last restraint explodes. Nothing on earth outruns this speed when the EDM trap mode flows. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild straight into my vein. Into my vein. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. When the drop gets loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates.
Baseline spirals through the floor so fast that the walls can barely grab. Motion explodes like a frontline blast, cut in space with its aftermath. Lights draw low and spike again as the rhythm redraws its path. Red large tight with a charge up pace, matching every heavy crab. Steps it hard through the darkness zone with a sense split like a shaft. He crushes forward a snare lit flare that the shadows can't outlast. Nothing derails this rise and run when the tempo moves that fast. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside.
Ya, se murió. Ya.
Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop is little up on rise through the noise, burn through the noise. I rise so fast, every wall destroys. Speed builds sharply when the hi-hats roll like sparks across the steel. Bass shakes downward through the midnight air where the pressure turns surreal. Footsteps chase echoes with a razor glide, no barrier can't conceal. Rhythm unfolds like a storm come map that the dark can't repel. He forms patterns from the friction lines to the fast hit steps reveal. Motion breaks open every tight set lock. The old outside to sail. Verifies perfectly on the snare line where the heat and drops ideal. Nothing keeps pace with a force like this when the urge becomes real. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop is hot, widow up on poise. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. I rise so fast, every wall destroys. Burn through the ground rips open when the tempo shifts in the overdrive control. Lights spin wildly through the fog like air as a baseline claims a roll. Heat cuts deeper while the synth push forward with a wide format console. Motion keeps filling every inch of space, nothing left to patrol. Drum strike louder with a lightning pulse that the floor can't swallow. Footsteps rush faster through the booming zone where the idiot and waste patrol. Every last second pours fuel on speed until nothing feels dull. Nothing on earth outruns this dry when the final drops unroll. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard with a walk on voice. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. I rise so fast, every wall destroys. Burn through the noise. Lights hit brighter when we step inside and the whole room shifts our way. Baseline shakes heavy as the crowd jumps wild while the night starts breaking clay. Rhythm clowns high when the snare snaps tight and the body start to sway. He runs wild through the bouncing floor where the shadows melt away. Speakers explode with a festival roar and the rival crew can replay. Footsteps pound sharp as we claim this space where the weak vibes can't stay. Every last second turns loud enough to erase the quiet of day. Nothing outshines this heavy pulse when our wave owns the display. No slow move now, no holding the line. This beat hits hard like a spark in a spine. We run this party, we run this party. Drop it loud and the whole crowd starts in. We run this party, we run this party. Nobody moves like the way we get it in.
Ahí viene.
Heat breaks up when the tempo jumps and the dance floor cracks with sound. Lights spin circles through the thick bass hair as the rhythm shakes the ground. Every dull moment fades back fast when our energy comes around. Motion fires off like a roaring spark, turning gravity unbound. Voices erupt when the synth swing wide and the low end drills down. Steps kick harder than a midnight rush that the whole club can't slow down. Momentum rises in a chain reaction, no silence can drown. Nothing competes with this level of hype when our crew holds the crown.
Pero apúrenme, mis reyes. Mientras el otro me pega, apúrenme.
This beat hits hard like a spark in the spine. We run this party, we run this party. Drop it loud and the whole crowd starts.
Ya.
We run this party, we run this party. Nobody moves like the way we get it in. Bass rips up when the next drop falls and the ceiling starts to glow. Heat floods deeper through the neon haze of the fast hit rhythms grow. Every new second turns brighter still while the wildest pulses flow. Crowd jumps high with a chain reaction that the whole room starts to show. Tempo cut sharper in this swelling air that the heartbeat can't outrun. Light spark faster with a storm feel flash till the night feels overdone. Drums hit louder and the energy peaks like 1,000 rising suns. Nothing stops this takeover run when the party's off to run. No slow move now, no holding the line. This beat hits hard like a spark in the spine. Run this party. Run this party. Run this party. We run this party. Run this party. Run this party. Run this party. We run this party. We run this party. Drop hits loud and the whole crowd starts singing. We run this party. We run this party. Nobody moves like the way we get it in.
Iron bites back when the hands grip tight and the sweat starts rolling out. Every breath hits sharp like a furnace, spark pulling power through the drought. Ground keeps booming with the fast cut pace, shaking fear until it's out. Rhythm snaps upward as the tension breaks with a heavyweight kind of shout. Footsteps hammer through the reps on beat, locking every doubt in a route. Heat climbs deeper than the slow build pain at the time mind talks. All's about motion runs wild till the inner voice quits and the real grit steps out. Nothing can stop this surge inside when the drive feels every round. No pause allowed when the goal hits near. Push past the pain and erase the fear. Push past everything, push past everything. No reason to fall when the strength keeps leveling. Push past everything, push past everything. The grind hits loud and the limits start severing. Lights dim slowly but the heartbeat pounds like a drum line set on fire. Muscles stretch wide under heat and strain as the low keeps climbing higher. Every excuse melts under pressure when the will reshape desire. Breath meets rhythm in a rapid drive, no weakness can acquire. Floor shakes heavy with a raw cut force that the midnight reps require. Shadows slip by the hardened edge when the push cuts through the mire. Moment stacks like a burning tower with the purpose to inspire. Nothing stands firm against this power when the mind won't tire. No pause allowed when the goal hits near. Push past the pain and erase the fear. Push past everything, push past everything. No reason to fall when the strength keeps leveling. Push past everything, push past everything. The grind hits loud and the limits start severing. Ground rips upward with the final lift as the cadence fires fast. Heat spreads deeper through the ribcage line as the entire set is passed. Breath hits steady with a storm-fed push till the weaker ties are cast. Every rep builds armor thick enough for the hardest days to last. Drums hit deeper when the in-between noise fades out in contrast. Strength grows sharper as excuses fall like shadows overcast. My moment stays wild in the rapid burn of a force built to outlast. Nothing remains but rise and push when the final die is cast. No pause allowed when the goal hits near.
Marré. Ya.
Push past the pain and erase the fear. Push past everything, push past everything. No reason to fall when the strength keeps leveling. Push past everything, push past everything. The grind hits loud and the limits start severing.
Se te levantó Winnie.
Lights hit harder when the reps kick in and the blood start boiling high. Every slow breath gets wiped away when the heavy sets amplify. Rhythm grabs tight through the pulse and frame where the grit won't let you lie. Ground shakes sharply as the weight line bends and excuses start to die. Stress pulls you in front of pressure zone where the weak thoughts go awry. Heat builds thick and the muscles burn as the seconds multiply. Drums cut through like a war drum call, pulling power from supply. Let us survive in the path of will when the fire intensifies. shown for the weaker choice. Stand tall and rise when you hear that voice. No mercy for weakness. No mercy for weakness. The beat is hard.
Ya, ya.
Excuses leave us. No mercy for weakness. Push through the pain till the strong you see. Steps catch rhythm with a hammer strike as the body pushes through heat. Every soft thought falls out quick when a tough round start to repeat. Ground sends drummers through the iron frame where ambition and struggle meet. Light spins sideways as the tempo spikes with a faster drum retreat. Red lines lock on a sharp set pace where the challenge can't compete. Heat draws deeper than a slow build out that failure tries to seek. Moment crushes hesitation flat under every rapid beat. Nothing outlasts this hard and fire when the drive refuses defeat. No mercy shown for the weaker choice. Stand tall and rise when you hear that voice. No mercy for weakness. No mercy for weakness. The beat hits hard till excuses leave us. No mercy for weakness. Push through the pain till the strong increases. Iron swings up with a battle sound as the focus sharpens tight. Every last sound to the lingering fear collapses out of sight. Motion grows wild in the final burst of a long relentless fight. Ground I'm steady with a war-born beat as the muscle reunite. Breathe those steady in the blazing need of the rising inner light. Strength floods deeper through the breaking point that turns dark.
Vampiro loco.
Trumpets blow loud when the drop resets in a pure kinetic flight. Nothing restrains this run tonight when the will takes full bite. No mercy shown for the weaker choice. Stand tall and rise when you hear that voice. No mercy for weakness. No mercy for weakness. The beat hits hard till excuses leave us. No mercy for weakness. Push through the pain till the strong increases.
Dark winds gather when the footsteps rise and the ground starts cracking wide. Heat builds heavy in the chest like fire that refuses to subside. Shadows lean closer but the rage inside keeps burning like a tide. Voices from past nights echo loud till the pulse can't be denied. Rhythm cuts deep with a war drum pace, pulling vengeance as a guide. Breath hits sharper when the ice cold focus begins to override. Motion grows faster as the memories hit and the boundary divide. Nothing holds back this storm built force when revenge aside. No fear in place when the scars still sting. I move straight through with a tide and swing. Anything for payback, anything for payback. I rise through the fire just to take that payback. Anything for payback, anything for payback. The beat is loud to the whole night flashback. Steps run quicker when the race snaps through like a fuse that breaks his line. Ground shakes harder when the heavy drums roll vengeance down the spine. Heat spills upward from the pressure points where betrayal used to shine. Rhythm grows sharper as the flashbacks hit in a jagged, crooked design. I stay locked on the distant marks where the past crossed every sign. Breath sinks tight with the fast cut pulse as the strength realigns. Nothing extinguishes this slow build fire fueled by every decline. Nothing can stop this path tonight when the aim is mine. No fear in place when the scars still sting. I move straight through with a tide and swing. Anything for payback, anything for payback. I rise through the fire just to take that payback. Anything for payback, anything for payback. The beat is loud to the whole night flashback.
Están cayendo.
Lights bend back when the drive turns cold and resolve turns razor keen. He drags upward through the broken walls where the old wounds still convene. Shadows fall silent as a new pace hits with a vengeance unforeseen. Breath stays heavy but the footsteps strike like a war-cut guillotine. Ground pounds harder as a low and rips through the space between. Rhythm keeps pushing with a storm-fed core, nothing can quarantine. Every last moment turns into fuel for the reckoning routine. Nothing rivals this fire tonight when revenge runs clean. No fear in place when the scars still sting. I move straight through with a tide and swing. Anything anything for payback, anything for payback. I rise through the fire just to take that payback. Anything for payback, anything for payback. The beat is loud till the whole night flashback.
It's harder when the world throws weight on the uphill side. Every short echo breaks down fast when conviction is amplified. Steps turn harder as the fire grows deep in the bones inside. Nothing that moves can shake this path to divert the stride. No wave is strong enough to drag me low. No shove is loud enough to break my flow. Every hit fades out when the stage holds tight. No fold, no slip, no lose in sight. Nothing can shake me when the beat erupts. Every pole stands firm as the pressure jumps. No force rewrites what the will constructs. I keep my pace when the whole world buzzes. Shadows lean closer, but the rhythm stays sharper than doubt can bend. Footsteps echo through the cracks that tremble but never extend. Every loud warning swings wide early and misses its true intent. He grows stronger as the drive pushes past what the nights invent. Ground keeps booming while the focus climbs to the dissonant blend. Breathe rise perfect on the cadence, carrying weight to the very end. While shifting inward, but the movement breaks through every twist and bend. Nothing that hits can claim control of the power I defend. No doubt is deep enough to slow my stride. No glare is sharp enough to cut my pride. Every barrier falls when the drugs ignite. No bad step, no drop, no losing fight. Nothing can shake me when the lights go wild. Every beat locks in with a force compile. No fear rewinds what the fire compile. I break straight through with a steady style. Storm winds gather, but the stand stays rooted through every blast. Rhythm growing keeps rising through the patterns the night recast. He spreads outward as the drive outruns everything I masked. Every new second turns weight in the power that's overpassed. Nothing alive shakes down the force this core has amassed. No push is hard enough to tilt this frame. No thread is sharp enough to claim my aim. Every limit breaks on the tempo flames. No stars, no shift, no doubt remains. Nothing can shake me when the pace unties. Every hit rolls back when the rhythm flies. No pull drags down where the power lies. I hold this path till the whole world tries. Nothing can shake me when the beat.
Kids sell it with a high voltage snap as the room gets torn in half. Baselines popping through the floor so fast that the walls can barely grab. Motion explodes like a frontline blast, cutting space with its aftermath. Lights drop low and spike again as the rhythm redraws its path. Red locks tight with a charged up pace, matching every heavy craft. Steps hit harder through the dark lit zone where the sin split like a shaft. He crashes forward with a snare lit flare that the shadows can't outlast. Nothing derails this rise and run when the tempo moves that fast. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise, I rise so fast every wall destroys. Burn through the noise, every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise, I rise so fast every wall destroys.
No, se lo cortaron. Winnie.
Speed builds sharply when the hi-hats roll like sparks across the steel. Bass shakes down through the midnight air where the pressure turns surreal. Footsteps chase echoes with a razor glide, no barrier can conceal. Rhythm unfolds like a storm-cut map that the dark can't repeal. He forms patterns from the friction lines that the fast hit steps reveal. Man breaks open every tight set lock that the old doubts try to seal. Riff rides perfectly on the snare line route that the EDM drops ideal. Nothing keeps pace with a force like this when the urge becomes real. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise, I rise so fast every wall destroys. Burn through the noise, every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise.
Ya los otros tirando, mira, Se fue.
Ground rips open when the tempo shifts into overdrive control. Lights spin wildly through the fog like air as the baseline claims the roll. Heat cuts deeper while the sense push forward with a wide format console. Motion keeps filling every inch of space, nothing left to patrol. Drums strike louder with a lightning pulse that the flow can't swallow whole. Footsteps rush faster through the booming zone where the EDM waves patrol. Every last second pours fuel on speed until nothing feels dull. Nothing on earth outruns this drive when the final drops unroll. No break in the line when the drums collide. This fire burns loud from the inside. Burn through the noise, burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise. I ride so fast, every wall destroys. Burn through the noise. Every drop hits hard with a war bomb poise. Burn through the noise. I ride so fast, every wall destroys. Baseline rips open as the lights flash quick and the ground starts shaking in waves. Footsteps cut deeper with a war cut stride, pushing heat through the narrowest caves. Pressure flows sideways, but the rhythm breaks through every wall of the night and graves. Motion climbs high as the airflow splits and the whole crowd watches amazed. Snare snaps harder when the pulse gets tight and the facet and he raves. Grid syncs perfect with the rapid drum kicks to the heavy low and paves. Momentum hits harder than the citywide noise that the echo never saves. Nothing outruns this surge in the dark when the forward force behaves. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild, straight into my veins. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. Na 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 na. When the kick steps in and the pressure doubles its weight. Heat rolls upward when the bassline bends and the echoes reverberate. Crowd jumps higher as the stakes explode and the drums recalibrate. Motion cars tunnels through the noise outside till the dark can't compensate. Rhythm strikes early with the lightning pulse that the shadows can't translate. Footsteps land sharper on the concrete floor as the barriers separate. Every new second to the slowest out and the fuel I accelerate. Nothing alive outpaces the force when the night can't correlate. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild, straight into my vein. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates. Na 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 na. Sideways as the tempo spikes and the rhythm overflows. Heat slams downward through the snare cut air where the wildest tension grows. Bass cracks open like a breaking storm as the heavy low end glows. Drums kick harder with a fast-paced fire that the whole night undertows. Wrist stays steady while the synth line bends and the shapes the speaker throws. Footsteps chase forward through the shaking floor where the final drop unfolds. Momentum surges through the rising smoke till the last restraint explodes. Nothing on earth outruns this speed when the EDM trap mode flows. No drag, no slip, no slow in my lane. This beat runs wild, straight into my veins. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. When the drop hits loud, every wall will break. Make the floor shake, make the floor shake. I don't back down when the ground vibrates.
Sweat hits early when the kick slams down and the burn wakes under the skin. Every slow thought dies quick in the heat when the fast-paced reps begin. Ground shakes harder as the weight stacks up and the doubt gets tossed in a bin. Bread locks tight with a furnace forces the inner engine spins. Rhythm keeps striking like a war drum, shout pulling discipline from within. Steps cut sharper through the pressure lines where excuses never win. He climbs higher when the pulse stay fierce and the grit refuses to thin. Nothing pulls back this fire tonight when the fight locks in. No
soft steps here, no space to slack. The beat hits loud and it knocks you back. No excuse left. Run the pain down till your best gets met. Lights flash harder as the tempo spikes and the muscles start to roar. Motion explodes in a heavy wave, pushing further than before. Every weak voice fades out right when the heart rate cuts the floor. He keeps rising with the iron scent that the struggle can't ignore. Round beats up like a signal flare, telling strength to give me more. Rap syncs perfect with the grinding force, pulling power from the core. Pressure gets crushed every single round that we're built to endure. Nothing but remains on the softer side when the fastest pull. No soft steps here, no space to slack. The beat hits loud and it knocks you back. No excuse left, no excuse left. If the weight feels heavy, then you push what's left. No excuse left, no excuse left. Run that pain down till your best gets met. When the final set hits and the tempo takes control, heat rips louder through the sinew lines while the progress takes its toll. Mind stays locked on the forward pull where the champions patrol. Every weak thought burns away in the rise of a stronger goal. Footsteps coming through the gym flow fast like a war drum roll. Rhythm explodes deep inside the chest till the whole track feels whole. Nothing can stand between the grind and the fire in full patrol. No excuse stands tall against the soul. No soft steps here, no space to slack. The beat hits loud and it knocks you back. No excuse left, no excuse left. If the weight feels heavy, then you push what's left. No excuse left, no excuse left. Run the pain down till your best gets met.
Yo, bass hit Tilly with a sharp cut punch and the street line shakes on cue. Heat rising quick when the kick rolls in and the echo cuts straight through. Step locked tight as the rhythm snaps and the whole world shifts its view. Nothing keeps pressure on the pace this wild when the drive keeps breaking through. You know slow turns here, no fallback zone. Oh man, them grows louder than steel and stone. Keep it moving, keep it moving. No breaking the flow when the beat keeps moving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. The whole room's cold when the bass starts booming. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. No breaking the flow when the beat keeps moving. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. The whole room jumps when the bass starts booming. Ground stays tense when the drum pull up.